Christina from Tent and Lantern. I wanted to take y'all on a little mini tour of my very tiny little camper today. She's a 1965 Frolic. The box is about 10 feet long and she's about 7 feet wide. So she's snug, she's a snug little bug, but I just really wanted to show her off because she's really cute and I love her so much.
We got her, she was painted, and I think it was house paint because it was flaking off. All of the quilted aluminum had been painted over, the body had been painted. So the first thing we did was strip all of the paint off of the quilted aluminum, give the body a good scrape down, clean it up, and prep it for paint. And when it came time to choose a color, I went back to my Pinterest board and remembered that there was this really cute little camper that I had seen on this blog called Happy Loves Rosie. And I was like, that's it. That's perfect. It actually has a lot of those same features. I know it'll look cute in this. Now I got to find the right green. And I remembered when I was in London, I used to go there for work, and I fell in love with this National Trust green that I would see on these tours. And I was like, I want that green, but I'm not sure how to go about getting it. And wouldn't you know it, it ended up being the same green as, basically close enough to John Deere greens. And I was like, this is perfect. We're going with that. I haven't done a whole lot to the, well, that's not really true. I have done quite a bit to the inside. I removed the old ice box. It didn't have a refrigerator in it. It had a styrofoam enclosed ice box. I pulled out the faucet and put in this, they're made for going on the top of 5-gallon water jugs, but I pulled out the faucet, used that hole in the cabinet, ran a hose underneath to just a little 3-gallon jug that's easy to pull out and replace anytime I need to refill the water. So it makes it really easy to be off grid and camp in this. Plus, I don't have to do one of those little hand pump things. I want to get around to recovering the dinette cushions eventually, but I found these little like little fitted sheets that are for this purpose. There's pop it over and kind of tie it up in the back. To keep all of the decor fairly functional, like this Explore banner has a nice vintage vibe to it, but as we travel, I want to get little pins and put them in there. I keep all of our toiletries in this vintage train case, so it's just grab it, take it to the showers or wherever we are camping. Everybody has their own toothpaste and soap and everything in there. My favorite feature has to be the amber birch. If you've ever been inside of a vintage camper at night that has that amber birch wood, it's so warm and cozy. It's just, you feel like you're just in this safe little bubble. And luckily, it was all in pretty good shape. There is some water damage by that front window that I'm going to have to tend to at some point. When I pulled out the old ice box, I wanted to have something that looked appropriate. I didn't want to have that visual disruption of something that didn't look like it belonged in there. So I think, you tell me, I feel like when you go in that you have to give it a good look to realize that it's not original to it. For such a small camper, it has a lot of storage. I have a nice floor to ceiling, very deep closet when you first come into the camper. There's lots of storage over the kitchen area. And then I use the top bunk for storage for things like linens, cushions, towels, lighting for the outside of the camper when we're set up.
This is the best napping spot in the house. It's a 3/4 size bed. It's a very skinny full or it's a very wide twin, but it is really not good for 2 people to sleep in. So the dinette actually folds down into a bed, and the upper portion that I use for storage actually can be a bunk as well. So there is room for the whole family to be in here, but usually it's just me or Will and me.
Sometimes you get where you're going and you're stuck inside and it's a rainy day, and that is why we splurged and put a TV in here. Don't come for me and say that it's not really camping. It's camping. I say it's camping.
So that's it. That's all she is. She's a tiny little thing. The tour is real quick and there's not a whole lot to see, but what there is super cute and I love her very, very much, and I hope you did too. Thank you so much for spending a little more time with me. I love y'all. I hope each and every one of you stays safe, stays wild, and wanders often. Bye.